What's up, fellas? In this video we're going to check out part 2 of this flue blower. I finally got a condensate catch. This is going to catch all that muck that's flying out of there. It's basically about a ½ inch deep of water right now. But we're going to see just how well this blower turned out in this video. Definitely glad I did this. I almost didn't do it. I was that close to not even doing this. I can't believe it, how well it turned out. That's at 114 watts. Pretty nice. You can hear some condensation splashed in there. Just warm to the touch. Moisture in there. Weird. I think this thing's gonna work out pretty good. Plastic blade and all. I'm just impressed how much air it puts out for the water not putting in there. Man, I can't see nothing out here. I'm very impressed with this flue blower. For about 110 watts, I'm able to run my accumulator in the 700-degree area, which is tremendous amount of heat. I'm using this kind of wood here, this firewood. It's not completely dry. Raging inferno in there. I just threw some wood in so it's not all completely lit, but that neck is probably, well, it's not as hot as I thought it is. It's got a fan blowing right on it, mind you, so it would be far hotter than that if that fan wasn't on here, guys. This thing would hit 900 degrees and start a dull red glow, which is not too cool. It literally starts to sting your face off. So let's take a look. That's 110 watts of blower power. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's a pretty good fire there. Good, fairly cool temps. Right around 100 degrees. On my other blower, I'd be at full power right here to move that much air, and that's about 600 watts of power. Oh yeah, this is great. This thing's been running for quite a while, so it's safe to say we've reached a equilibrium here. We've got quite a bit of cooling duct in place. Probably about 18 feet worth, maybe even close to 20. A little bit hotter in this area. Now I can't get a good read on these materials, so these temperatures are not accurate. There. Here's my leak one. I made this one leak a little bit because I wanted some injection air to cool the gas stream off a little bit. flue gas, and it's not even really all that warm. It's sopping wet. A lot of moisture in that lumber, or in that wood. It's not dried. So most of this, what you're seeing, is steam apparently. Or maybe not, because I'm only at about 90 degrees right there. Okay, I'm going to turn it up to 150 watts and see what happens. It's already roaring like crazy. Man, maybe I shouldn't. It's hard to dial this motor in. That's maximum power. Man, 143 watts is maximum power. And I'll tell you what, I bet you that thing is screaming out there, because that is a high power blower. I have both the top and bottom air vents open. Oh, cool, look at that. What's going on down there? Nice. That bad boy is glowing in there, man. Check that out. Pretty cool. So this thing is running like crazy. We're gonna go outside and check it out again. I hope it doesn't find a hole somewhere. I bet you this bottom canister is pretty warm. No, that refractory is working out pretty good, but there are a couple of spots in here. I noticed that the refractory has become thin, and it'll get like red hot. That's a silver area there. It's somewhere. Oop, there was a super hot spot. Somewhere in there you'll hit like 1,000 degrees. So let's go outside and see what full power is doing. It's probably pretty intense. Sorry, let me take one more measurement of this tank. The tank's pretty cold, and I bet it's because all that secondary air. I'm gonna close the secondary air chamber. I need to do that because we're letting a lot of cooling air in there now. Okay, that's with the secondary air closed. Now we're really at forge temperatures here. This tank got to heat up now that I closed that vent. Or we could be in a scenario where I'm pulling in so much air that them coals just can't heat it up. That's at full power. The air's cold to the touch, and the blower is cool to the touch. I think we're just pulling so much air through there that there's not enough coals to heat that. That is not an ideal operation mode. I'm just going to throw a bunch more wood in there. I just wanted to test what a really hot forge fire would do. We're going to run it right around 116 watts. I'm going to go ahead and throw some wood in there. But that might have increased the fire, believe it or not. And it seems that it did somewhat. The air isn't roaring through there so fast now that the flames aren't being blown out. So it might actually run a little better. I believe I will go ahead and open up the secondary air again. I don't know if that had much of an effect or not. Probably about ready for a stoking, it looks like. So the charcoal forge deal is just kind of a localized heat, really. It's not, it's probably thousands of degrees down inside of that area, but the downstream temps are just not very hot. So I just wanted to test because I had a huge pile of charcoal in there I needed to burn off. But yeah, if any of you guys have ever considered what would happen if you use some kind of blower for pumping flue gas, it's definitely worth looking into. The cool thing about this is I don't got to worry about leaks. This is a negative pressure system. I could drill holes in that thing right now and air would fly into it. Smoke would not come out. No matter where I put a hole in this thing, I will not get a leak. You can even open it and smoke don't come out. It's not smoking right now, but even when there's a good fire in there, there's enough inward draft that it doesn't allow the smoke to come out. If it's a raging, roaring fire, it will. Don't get me wrong. So there it is. I'm just going to post that for any of you guys who are using wood to heat your garage and are interested in innovative ways of doing it, because the typical wood burner just doesn't cut it for me. The wood's got to be super dry and chopped up really nice. This thing here you can damn near throw wet logs into and get them to burn if you've got a good coal bed. So I'm definitely a forced fan burner guy for life. I will never have a conventional wood burner, ever. They're just too old-fashioned. I know people that got them, and like I said, you got to have perfect firewood. I can pull logs right out of the rain with this thing, which saves me some time. I don't got to build a wood shack or none of that. It does just fine the way it is.